What's up, folks? The lineup is out, and the lineup for all the games that being played in Champions League later on is already out. Some upsets: Mbappe not playing for PSG, and unfortunately, as against my expectations, Conte is playing Sar and Skip both in this game. It's going to be interesting one, really. I mean, I thought that he will be a bit more pragmatic. So Emerson Royal is in the right wing back role, and Pedro Porro has not been played. I'm a bit surprised with some of the selections, but it is what it is. So, well, a big shout out to all those of you who are actually watching the stream. And thanks for joining me. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this thing called Fantasy Champions League, like Fantasy Premier League. There's this thing called now Champions League Fantasy as well. So it works kind of similarly. The rules are slightly different. Like in of Champions League Fantasy, as of course you know, is a knockout tournament, unlike Premier League. So the rules are slightly different. I will go through the rules here shortly now. So if you look at, sorry, my bad. Okay, if you look at the Champions League Fantasy look, when you create your team, usual stuff, your budget, your selecting your players is pretty much similar, same. Not much changes there. Uh, the numbers of players per club. So okay, this is where the things change actually in Champions League Fantasy. In group stage, you can actually add in a number of players per club, three. So you can add up to three players from the same club in your group stage. Once you go to round of 16, which is now the current round, so now onwards, actually we can add up to four players maximum per club. And then once you go into quarterfinals, you can add up to five, and semifinals you can add up to six, and then final you can add up to eight players from a single club. So that's how Champions League Fantasy works, because it is a knockout tournament, so it works kind of differently from Fantasy Premier League. Um, so actually, we can create a team any point during the competition. So let's say now you're watching this video and you would like to join the Fantasy link. I think the link is in the description of this video as well. You can try there. So you can create a team at any point. Managing your squad, it works very similarly. For each match day, you can actually change up to things, formation similar, captain similar. But in this one, okay, you have a choice to switch your captain during the game day. For example, let's say your captain doesn't play, and let's say I'm actually gonna captain, for example, Victor Osimhen for this week later on, and let's say if he doesn't play, I can actually change it. So you can actually just pick a player who hasn't played in that game week yet, and then you can bring him up, and that works. So if let's say my captain plays on the first day within a match day and doesn't score as highly as I like, I'll have an option to switch to another player whose club are playing later on that day within the match. So this is kind of like a good thing about Champions League, that it allows you to change your captain within the game week itself. So it is just a tip, actually, selecting a captain from a league that's playing on the first day of the match. That way, if he doesn't score as many points as you would have liked, you can switch captain to one of your players who are playing later in the match day. Let's just check who is playing for UCL fixtures. Let's just check. Actually, Napoli is playing to their first game on Wednesday next week. So actually, if I want, I can try to captain Harry Kane and see how he does. If he doesn't do too well, I can actually change it to to Napoli's Victor Osimhen, because if Harry Kane doesn't play, then I can actually change it. That would be interesting. PSG one as well. Like, let's say I can still choose Messi, and then if he doesn't play, I can actually choose someone else. Like, let's say from the Liverpool Real Madrid fixture. Let's just go. So subs is pretty much similar, but subs also in this one you can actually change the subs. You can go and take a look at the rule. Now I'm actually rushing the team because I wanted to have a look at the lineups first before I make my choices. So I actually have to rush all my choices for this fantasy because I didn't do that early. I wanted to look at the lineups, and now since I've now looked at the lineups, I kind of know who is playing and who is not playing for the first day, because it kind of adds a benefit. Because unlike fantasy football, where you have to choose your team 1 hour prior, here actually you can still have a look at the lineups of the game 1 hour prior, because they allow it now. We still got, like, let's say 53 more minutes to change our team. Deadlines are pretty much similar, different. So it's basically the first match of the Champions League will be your deadline. Chips are all similar, unlimited budget, and limitless and all that. They are slightly different chips. Wildcard, limitless, you can actually read about that, because I don't have time to now go through all the rules, because I have to choose my team for the Champions League already, as it's starting in like about 53 more minutes. So I won't go through all the rules, but if you're there, please go through all the rules. Usually, just a tip, like now, let's say if you're watching this stream and you haven't gone through all the rules, what I'll say is that basically just choose your best players who are playing today, and have some subs who might be playing on later in the during the game week. Like, so let's say if somebody doesn't play, then you always have a sub choice to bring in that player later on. Like, let's say if Kane doesn't score that well, I can always put in Victor Osimhen, because he's having a great form for Napoli. So with that, I'm gonna go straight into the business, and let's share my screen for the Champions League fantasy. So okay, now this is my team now. So I want to have a look at it. Okay. Um so since my last group stage, I have to make couple of changes. Dusan Vlahovic is not playing anymore, so I have to take him out. So I would go for forward. I'll go for Napoli's forward actually now, which is Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen has scored only 7 points though in Champions League. I wonder why. But let's give it a try. I mean, he is in great form, and I think Napoli is only playing who, like, Frankfurt, so I think that's an easy fixture for them. Let's go with Victor Osimhen. Jude Bellingham against Chelsea. Hmm. Jude Bellingham against Chelsea. I think Jude Bellingham is still well to worth keeping in. Fernando I have to take out because he has been out already now. So I'll try and maybe put in Kulusevski in there instead now. So maybe let's see who I can add on here. Kulusevski is playing tonight, so I would go with Kulusevski there. Although his form in Champions League has not been lately that great, but he was injured back then. I think he didn't play much of a time. So let's just add Kulusevski, Son, and Perisic, because Perisic has been having a great form in Champions League too. Kimmich, I'll still stick to him. Bellingham, I'll still stick to him. No, I need to put on another midfielder there. Let's see who I can put in. I was 16.5 billion million still, so I can choose. I'm actually sticking with some of my other choices still. I'm not gonna make much of a change. Actually, Mudrik won't be a bad option. Yeah, let's just stick with Mudrik. Okay, now I got Milan Skriniar as my defender. Ivan Perisic. I don't know who is Inter playing. Inter has a relatively easy fixture as well, if I'm not mistaken. Inter is playing Porto. Yeah, I don't think it will be a problem for Inter against Porto. So I'll stick to Milan Skriniar. Heung-min Son, I'll stick to him. I trust in Son. He will play well for Champions League. He has had a better game in Champions League than Kane at the moment. I'll stick to Son in the Champions League still. Modric. So I have to choose players, like, let's say now I'm within the budget of 5.5, 5.5. I mean, goalkeeper. Let's just see who do we have. Hmm. Chelsea lately hasn't been that great in terms of their form. Hmm. Alex Merritt won't be bad. Yeah. Napoli goalkeeper, because Napoli has a relatively easy fixture. They are only playing Frankfurt. So Alex Merritt won't be bad. And he has been having a good games so far as well. So now the only thing I would be changing is another defender for my side. Okay, who should I pick? Joe Cancelo at 5.2 budget. Andika. So I can put in Andika, but Frankfurt hasn't been having that great of a time. Okay, I have Josko Guardiol. So let's see how Guardiol does. No, I don't think Guardiol putting him in Champions League because they are playing Man City. That's gonna be a bit scary. How many players do I have from Real Madrid? If let's say I want to play Alaba, would that work for me? There I have my favorite Kim Min Jae. Kim Min Jae has been having a great season for Napoli so far, and I think he can keep a clean sheet against on Frankfurt. I'll go with this game, this particular lineup for my fantasy, and my captain would be. Let me know your thoughts. So, okay, I'm going with Harold. Now, let me go through why I made these choices. I think most of these players, I've studied a bit on some of their, especially my forwards, their heat maps. And I think you can agree with me that currently these players are the ones doing very well. Like, let's say Mbappe is not playing for PSG right now. So, definitely the team would rely a lot more on Messi. So, I have gone with Messi for this one. And Victor Osimhen, he has been great so far for Napoli. So there's no way I'm not gonna put him in instead of this Dusan Vlahovic, who has been eliminated, as previously Vlahovic was there. And I think I'm a bit biased towards Spurs players a little bit because Kolosevsky and Son, I think both can score great goals as well. So I would still stick to him. Jude Bellingham has been great lately, although he has a tough fixture, but I think he is Borussia Dortmund's key. So I'll stick to him, and I think Chelsea has been pretty okay. So Mikael Mudrik as well. I think it doesn't make a big difference. So I'm gonna go with this team. Joel Kimmich, Bayern. I think either way, hmm, one of them would get definitely because I got Messi. I think PSG would score goals, but I have a feeling Bayern will beat them. So Kimmich would be crucial. Has been lately pretty good for Bayern. So he has 31 points and his selection rate is pretty high as well. Tuta, actually, I should take out Tuta maybe. Which would I choose instead? I got 5.6 million still. If I've taken out Tuta, I think I can choose a pretty decent. I can choose Bastoni. Inter has a pretty easy fixture as well, so I think I'll go with Bastoni there. Um, So that will earn me a clean sheet. I think Bastoni and Skriniar, if they both play, they can both keep a clean sheet. So Thibaut Courtois, Liverpool has been poor. I don't think they have a chance to survive against Real Madrid. So Thibaut Courtois, I think definitely he can keep a clean sheet as well. Alex Merritt as well. If Courtois doesn't, but that's the thing. They are both playing the two same game weeks, so I have to change it in time. Um. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Maybe I put Donnarumma instead of. Let's check how much is Donnarumma costing. So because PSG is playing their fixture tonight as well, so I can still sub somebody in. Donnarumma is 5.5 million. Hmm. Okay, maybe I'll go with. Hmm. Okay, maybe I should go with Alex Merritt one. Mm, and oh, Ederson is expensive. I shouldn't be putting. Actually, thinking about it, Ederson is not bad. Let's think. Any ideas in the chat if you're watching there? Who should I choose as my goalkeeper? Because I don't want to choose players who are playing the same game week. I mean, who are playing at the same time. Because if either one of them doesn't do well, I can't make a change. Oh, Alex Merritt is not a bad choice. Hmm. Hmm. We still got time. We still have time. It's only 3:18. Here in Malaysia, I still have about 42 more minutes to choose my team. Uh, PSG is playing Bayern. Maybe I should choose a Bayern goalkeeper. Who plays for Bayern at the moment? The Bayern goalkeeper is Neuer, but Neuer is doubtful. I don't know if he would play or Ulrich would play. Uh, let's see if Neuer is playing. Okay, so Bayern is playing Sommer. But it's a bit tough to keep a clean sheet against the, the likes of Messi and Neymar. Either one of them won't work. Should I go with Fraser Foster? No. I shouldn't go with Fraser Foster. Uh, Man City is not playing this week. And I have 6 million. I should go with Ederson. Okay, Kimmich, Modric, Kim J, Bastoni, Carvajal, anywhere I'm conceding in defense. I think defensively pretty okay because they are all those teams that can keep a clean sheet. I am hoping that Spurs would keep a clean sheet as well, so I'll put Perisic in there. Um, or if even Perisic doesn't keep a clean sheet, he has a good record in his crossing in Champions League as well. I think Perisic is worth keeping in as well. Skriniar can keep a clean sheet. Kim Min Jae can keep a clean sheet. Clean sheet, not shit. Sorry. Um, Kolosevsky can provide an assist, so I think he's worth keeping in. Sun definitely in. Kimmich definitely in. Modric and Bellingham, I mean, they're playing against each other, so maybe I should do some adjustments here. Let's see who do we have in. Maybe I should go with someone from Real Madrid side. They have a pretty good midfield. I have 6.3 million spare. I can choose a. Kito Chamani. Hmm. Maybe I should go with someone else. No, this won't work. Inter, let me try Brozovic or yeah, Brozovic won't be a bad idea. Brozovic won't be a bad idea. He can provide an assist. He has been pretty much of a key player lately for Inter as well. So should stick to that. and but his heat map is not that great. See how indecisive I can be. Uh, let's stick to Real Madrid. Yeah, that's a good one. Like in case Bellingham doesn't do well, I mean, at least I have an option to put somebody in. And I think now I'm pretty satisfied with the team. The Chumani has Joe Amini is not that bad. So I'll go with this. So actually this week it will cost me zero, as this whole week you can make as many transfers as you want. Confirm transfers, and now I just need to make my captain. Okay, I think I'll stick to Kane first as my captain at the moment. In case Kane doesn't perform well, then I can always choose Victor Osimhen because I think he'll be playing. My choices for tonight, I'll keep them in because they're all playing. Most of them are playing today. Uh, Bellingham versus Chelsea. Okay, let's try Perisic there. Okay, I can still make transfers. No, I made a mistake. Ederson and Merritt are not playing on the same game week. Maybe I should go with Merritt and Donnarumma. But no, that the thing is, not many great goalkeeping options are available in this. Let's stick to Donnarumma and see. If he doesn't, then I can always change to Alex Merritt. Yeah, he's 5.5 million. So Donnarumma, if Donnarumma doesn't play well, and if PSG doesn't keep a clean sheet, then I think I can definitely change something in there. But why would they? I think Donnarumma isn't even playing. Oh, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Uh, Honestly speaking, let's speak to Donnarumma. PSG's defense looks solid right now. No. The fixtures tonight, all the goalkeepers are very hard to make choice from. Like, let's stick to Donnarumma. Confirm transfers. And my goalkeeper would be Sabine. Yep. So Donnarumma there. If Donnarumma doesn't do well, I can always make that sub later on as the rest of the players are playing on 22nd Feb. So this is my team for this game week. So now if you have taken some of my tips, so let's go through it. Harry Kane as captain. The reason being is definitely Kane has a heat map of and tradition lately of scoring great goals. So definitely I'll stick to him. The front three, I think no debate. You all know Osimhen has been great so far for Napoli as well. His heat map is great in the areas that he has been playing in, so he will score goals. Messi, Since Mbappe is not playing, so PSG is relying heavily on Messi and Neymar. Definitely, Messi would score goals, I think. Jude Bellingham, fantastic player in midfield. I mean, in the Champions League midfield, he's one of the best midfielders right now. Kulusevski and Son both have high goal scoring chances and high chances of providing assists. So definitely they will earn some points as well. Kimmich, Bayern. This is the thing there now. I'm a bit confused. In case here, I should maybe put someone else. In case Kimmich doesn't perform well, or in case he score a goal, then I can always sub in Tochomani, or I can just add on one more defender in form of Bastoni. And Skriniar is there, Perisic is there, and Danny Carvajal. The thing is, I have too many defenders. I just realized that I have too many defenders playing on the same game week. I need to choose some defenders from PSG, Bayern, Chelsea, and the teams that are playing this game week. So let me see. I need to make some transfers. Definitely. I just realized that my defenders are not that good. I mean, they are good, but they are all playing like at the same time. So in case I need to make any substitutions, I can't make it. Like, let's say if Perisic doesn't have a good game, I mean, I need to give myself a bit of choices. So let's just look at Hakimi maybe, because Hakimi can always provide some assists. So let's put him in instead of maybe Bastoni or Skriniar. Let's see who can play there. Sergio Ramos at 5 million. Hakimi is 6 million. I should maybe stick with Nuno Mendes. Yeah, Nuno Mendes would be not a bad option because he plays as a fullback, so he has chances of giving assists. He's not that expensive too. I should. How has Carvajal been recently? Let's look at their form. Skriniar has been okay. Bastoni has been. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk as well. Like, let's say if two defenders from the same team, I can't. Maybe I should choose another one as well. A Bayern defender? No. Maybe a Chelsea defender won't be a bad idea. Let's stick with the Chelsea defender. In case the Chelsea defense doesn't do well, I can always make some subs. Mark Cucurella. Let's play Mark Cucurella in there. Oh, let's choose Mark Cucurella in there over. Miran Skriniar, Perisic, Carvajal. I forgot to look at the Chelsea lineup though. Nuno Mendes is playing, so let's stick to him as well. Okay, I think now I'm finally done with this team. Let's see how they do. So these are going to be my team. I think you have seen the process and my thoughts, like how I choose my team. I'll go for 3-4-3. I can change the formation definitely during the game weeks. Um, confirm. And Harry Kane will be my captain. If he doesn't do well, if his points are not nice, then I can always stick to Victor Osimhen. And here I'm done with my Champions League selection. Sorry, man, didn't see. I'm now only looking at the chats because I was in the other window doing the selections. Spursy Talk Show say big up, man. Big up, bro. Thanks, man. Risky to have Kulu. Yeah, I think it's kind of risky, but you can always make the sub. So the thing about Champions League fantasy is that you can always add in players like who don't play or who don't do well. You can always add on another player from your bench because in Champions League fantasy, unlike the Premier League fantasy, you can make your substitutions during the game week yourself rather than relying on the automatic sub. So I can just put in another player myself if Kulu doesn't do well. What's my score prediction for Spur today? I think I'll go for a 1-0 win if everything goes well. Or, sorry, I'll go for a 0-0 draw. But if things really go well, I'll go for a 1-0 win. That's my score predictions for today. And yeah, anyways, I think you guys have already seen the process, like how I choose my team. So you can follow that same process as you go and choose your teams and make about your choices and stuff like that. uh, Look at the lineups. And the good thing about Champions League fantasy is that they allow you to make changes just before the game time. So I'm done with my team now. And if you aren't, go and make your account there in the Champions League fantasy. I'm not gonna start a league for this one because because I noticed that a lot of you didn't join my fantasy Premier League. So I'm just gonna be doing some content on this every before every game week or before every round. I'll just make some changes every 2 weeks. This week as well, I'll be doing some content on fantasy football on uh, later on this week. I think I'll be doing it either tomorrow night or either on tomorrow night or Friday night. I'll definitely release a video to share some of my thoughts on the fantasy Premier League, like what can be done. Have you got any plans after the game? No, I really don't have any plans. I might just jump onto one or two streams here and there. No plans really, bro. If you want to collaborate on something, let me know. Yeah, we may be able to do something later on. No real plans at the moment though. But yeah, for those of you who are watching the stream, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and make sure you like this video. And I hope this has been helpful for you if you are watching, to make your own Champions League selections and all. Although I don't think there were many of you, but it's just basically to show you the process of how you can actually choose the teams for your fantasy football. Uh, and now the game would be starting in about 24 more minutes. I'm going to get ready, and I don't know if Dan THFC is doing a watch along. If he's doing a watch along, I might jump onto his channel later. And as always, come on, you Spurs! It's Champions League night. I'm excited. And I hope I can keep this excitement till the end of the game. Otherwise, I'll be disappointed. But things don't look very good at the moment with the lineup. I'm a bit nervous. Royal is playing, Skip and Sar are both playing. There are no major changes, or uh let's see what happens. So make sure you hit the like and the subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, or let me give me some ideas, like let's say how would you like me to do the Champions League fantasy videos or the fantasy Premier League videos, how it can be done. And we shall see how we can improve together in these areas. I'm not the expert in fantasy football as well. I've recently started on it. So yeah, lineup does look bad, bro. Yep, lineup is bad. I mean, I'm nervous now more due to the lineup. And the thing is, Giroud is playing. let's see, bro. Let's see. Really, let's just see what happens. Uh, but as always, come on, you Spurs, and go for the win.